Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They're going to look to throw, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use on paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They'll drop the throw, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the play.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
49 to Mike. Hey, Wahoo! X3, 218, lead them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
57, Mike, 57. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter, picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens If you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you...
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter.
Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, high 7. 49 to Mike, 49 to Mike.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this to Sutton. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Hey, Charlie. Sit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone will come free.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And Pascal's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 19.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hey, orbit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. You get blocked.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll run with Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take this offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter.
Leo. Kill. Watch this opposite. Check.
Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. 50, plant. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the hard. Check 50. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. This is the tight end Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
10-2 stop. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Get it.
On first down, it's Lindsey, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, echo. Load it. Hey, lock it. Check three, check three. Big dash, big dash. What? Squeeze. Watch that. Big trip.
Now back to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Hey, Sam off.
Then completion to Hopkins. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Go on. Check. Hit it.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Courtland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take
57
over.
to Mike. 57 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Watch safety screen. Watch safety screen.
Look at me. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
There. Leo. Hurry up, get it.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
49, guys.
Hard.
They gonna need some therapy after this. Switch. Check. Lucky.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Denver, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not safe.
Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on E! 8 Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game. It'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
50, plant.
56. There's a party now.
Deep river.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
58, Mike. No chance. Check 26, check 26. Joker. Say go.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you get...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Check 56. Oh, yeah.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and that's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's second down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
baby. That's a baby sound. Shift, shift.
Now the first carry here for Philip Lindsay. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run here with Lindsay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He finds Hopkins complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Hey, orbit. Five.
Able to get away. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. B.J. Hill. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Look at me. Go.
Back to throw here. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
58.
Hey, Alpha.
58. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Fair.
58 right there. Come on, D. Tight dog. Showing it. Watch it.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Hey, box drop.
Now, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. He's chopping.
Leo. Now.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hard. Go. Big grip.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And 2 stop. Blue draw Corker.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
58 to Mike.
Go out.
You don't want this. Share. You go take.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Move. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill.
Hey, lock it. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22. Hit it.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end Fant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Greystone, Travis. 80 weapon. Let's go.
Screen pass to Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Take 3. 218. Check down.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Looking to throw. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the go?
He's got his big tight end, Fant. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Hey, Sam off. Back and go full strength. Wide, get wide. Watch twist. Go.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Courtland Sutton. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 58.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Let's go.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Big hit.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Kill. Fair. Check 4. Check. Leo. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
He completes this to Sutton. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and ripped off a pretty big play.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll set up the throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
70, Indy. Come on, 6-6. Pull it high. Watch the whip. Go out. Hey, exit.
This is the tight end fan. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, lock it. Opposite.
Watch the twist.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
6 guys. Check, lock it, load it. 5.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 8, read. Smooth. Go. Undercrush. Check. Hit it.
He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Look at me. Go. Bam.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And that one, big time. You're in the two.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks the game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for Green Bay, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week.
Slide, I'm with it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Said it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count.